All right, I'm super stoked to present the MESPY for Dance Team of the Year to the Highland Bulldogs. But first, I want to talk about golf, KP's favorite sport, for just 1 second. Located northeast of Edwardsville, Oakbrook Golf Club is a family-owned 27-hole public golf facility, and their goal is to offer the highest quality golf experience for a reasonable fee. Oakbrook is consistently recognized for awards such as Friendliest Staff, Best Course to Host a Fundraiser, and Best Senior Scramble in the bi-state area. From fundraisers to leagues to instruction to an afternoon out on the links by yourself or with your buds, the Brook wants to win your business. I've personally played and hosted multiple golf scrambles there, and I promise you, Mike Surrey and his staff are the best. To book your next tee time or to start organizing your next fundraising scramble, give them a call at 656-5600 or check them out online at oakbrookgc.com. Coach Cotto, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You were just on here. Was it last year or the year before? I'll try to remember.
It was the year before.
It's because you keep winning.
Thanks.
Bulldogs keep tearing it up. You were the only team to finish in the top 12, 1A, 2A, or 3A this year, earning you the MESPY, and you've brought with you Coach Carrie Eilerman. Good to see you, Carrie. Give her the microphone so she can say hi.
Hi, thanks for having us.
How many years have you been the assistant coach there?
This was year number 8.
Wow. So were you here last time we were on the show?
I was not. I believe I was gone.
Okay. Well, you're going to love it. And
Thank you.
And right next to you, to your right, is, of course, Maddy Luitjohan.
Yes.
How'd I do?
Good.
Better than last time, huh?
Yeah.
And what year in school are you?
I'm a junior.
Okay, so you've got a whole nother year to go, so you're
Yeah.
super excited about that. And to your right is Haleigh Perry. Good to see you, Haleigh.
Good to see you.
And what year in school are you?
I'm a senior.
Okay, so you're done.
Mm-hmm.
No more Bulldog dance for you.
Yep.
Okay, well, congrats on a great year. Was it what you expected?
Thank you. Yeah, we always try to place in our top 10 in the IHSA category, and we just had a really good team this year, and they work really hard, and we were excited for it.
I would imagine if you have a good team, it's because these girls do a lot of dance training outside of school, and they bring in that skill set into the team. Am I right?
That is absolutely correct. Not only do they practice with us every day after school once the season starts, then from there, a lot of times they're moving on to their own studios to go to practice, a lot of times till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night as well.
Okay. And not everybody who listens to this podcast knows everything about competitive dance, but it's obvious how hard you work. Anybody who doesn't understand that is just stupid. They're not paying attention. How many competitions do you do before state?
So we go to four competitions before we have our sectional, and then we'll have our IHSA state after that sectional.
Okay. Meanwhile, you're still doing shows at every home football and basketball game?
Yep. So our dance team does all of the home basketball games. We do some of the football games, but we do other like community events in the fall as well for our performance team.
Do you learn a new dance for every home football game?
Not for every home football game, but we use some game dances for those because, we like to switch them up a little bit. So we'll do 2 or 3 different routines for our performances. And then once we get into our basketball season, we'll use a lot of our competitive routines during the basketball halftimes.
And who does your choreography?
So our jazz and our lyrical this year was done by Kelly Fulton, who is a Bulldog alum as well. And then for our palm routine, we have Kinsey Huey, and she has done our palm routines for the last couple of years as well.
Okay. And how many years have you been the head coach?
I've been the head coach for 8 years. So Carrie and I came in together.
Okay. And did you do dance in high school?
I did do dance in high school.
At Highland?
I did. It's a lot different than it is now, but
is it?
Yes, it is.
How's it different?
It's much more competitive now, I would say. And when I was on the team, it was only maybe 2 or 3 years old. So we were just kind of getting into it, new into it, and learning as we were going. Not to mention that the categories were different. We didn't have like a jazz. It was called aerobic funk. Can you just even picture what that might be?
Yeah. Sly and the Family Stone meets Richard Simmons.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it was.
That was really good. I pulled that out of nowhere. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome for that. All right. Well, let's get to the kids now. Haleigh, were you a dancer all 4 years at Highland?
Yeah.
What are you going to miss about being a Bulldog on the dance team next year?
I think just the routine of it and just really missing all the girls and our bond.
How many girls were on the team this year?
There were 13. Yeah.
How long does it take you to learn a dance? A new dance. If you're learning a new dance for a football halftime show, how long does it take you? I feel like it would take me weeks.
I'd say like those dances are shorter than the ones that we compete. So like 2 to 3 days.
When do you start learning the dance that you do at state?
Ooh, like in the summer.
And how long is it? 2 minutes. So you start learning one dance that's 2 minutes long, and you start learning it in the summer.
Yeah.
Hours and hours in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How would you describe your season?
It was really good. We had a lot of fun, and we worked really hard, and we were really proud of everything that we did.
At the end, 8th place finish, you thought that was as good as we could have done?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say, Coach? How would you describe the season?
It was a good season. We had a lot of returners this year, so we had 2 freshmen, but we also had 2 other rookies, as we call them. But so it was a lot of knowledge and a lot of girls that had already been together. So we started off the season strong. We were able to carry that through our entire competitive season, and I think we are all very proud of the performances we put out and the work we've done, and the long hours were worth it.
Toughest thing about dance, in my opinion, okay, for you guys, it's the training, it's the learning the dance, it's all the dance training. But to me, the hardest part emotionally would have to be at the end of it, it's somebody's opinion of how we did.
100%.
And that would drive me insane.
It's a struggle.
It can be at times, yes.
Yeah, because I've talked to girls in my class at EHS, how'd it go? And sometimes they're like, we don't feel like we got what we deserved. And other times, but it doesn't always work out that way. But sometimes, how do you handle that?
As a coach, it's hard for us because, when you coach any other sport, like basketball, you can take a timeout, you can talk to them about it, you can, regroup yourself. But when they go out there for that minute 30, 2 minutes, we can't say anything to them besides cheer them on. So all of our prep work is all of those hours that we spend, practicing and rehearsing. Because once they go out there, we can't do anything for them besides cheer them on. Well, I feel like it's more nerve-wracking as a coach than it necessarily is as the dancers because, I'm out there.
You don't control anything.
No, I press the play button. Like that's my job. Yeah, I have to do that.
I would delegate that. I would delegate that for sure.
Carrie does to me. That's why.
Do you ever go to those judges and be like, "Did you see that? Did you?"
I would like to.
I would think at the end of it, sometimes I would be like, just like a referee, like, come on.
Yeah.
It's
What are
really
you
hard
looking
to explain to like teenage girls too, where you like are trying to preach that like other people's opinions don't matter and like be you, do you, all these things. And then truly their sport at the end of the day, it is based on someone's opinion, especially just their opinion in that moment.
Yeah.
So it's really a hard concept to like wrap your head around some days. And I think that that's something we just have to instill in these kids, that at the end of the day, you did what you did and you have to be proud of it when you walk off the floor because it is just someone's opinion.
And that's the biggest thing we try to emphasize is, it's what you are proud of. Like you go out there and you dance for you and your team, and you should be proud when you come off the floor. And if you're proud of that, yes, the score matters, but at the end it doesn't because you put in a good performance.
Tough. It would just be super, super tough. And I'm going to credit the judges because I don't think anybody goes into it thinking, oh, I want to put it to these kids because I don't like this other school. How many judges are there though? For the 2A, how many judges judge the 2A state tournament?
I think there's six.
There's
six altogether.
6.
2 of them are like technical judges, so they're just looking to like for penalties. And then you have 4 others that actually give you your score.
Do they look mean? If you're the judge that's looking for penalty, I feel like you have to look mean. Do you know
Honestly,
who's doing what?
I don't. Yeah, sometimes we do. Oh yeah, I know them before they go out there. We do. Sometimes we don't know who they are though. Some of them we've seen before. Some of them we don't know.
No, but I had a question as an athlete. When I'm assuming I'm a big skating fan for the Olympics, wrong step, how do you recoup from that? Or how
If somebody makes a bad step, what do you
That's
do?
a good question.
I don't know about dance, but I know they're critiquing your style and your.
I feel like it's just in the moment. Like, most of us have been dancing ever since we were little at studios, so we were just trained to, like, if you mess up, your body's just, it's hard to explain because as a dancer, like, your body just knows how to fix that small mistake.
And you want to keep going.
Yeah.
You're not going to exacerbate it by like, oh, look at me. I'm so sorry, everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to try to minimize it and act like you didn't mess up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. How did you feel about your last scoring? And if you just I feel like it's only natural. I feel like every single team except for the team that wins feels like they should have judged us higher. Like, I think there's no way to not think you should have got a higher score if you're that good at state. I know it's a tough question.
We'll let the girls answer that one.
Of course. Did you feel like you were appropriately judged? And I know it's a tough. Maybe that's even an impolite question on my part. Because all I'm saying is I think it's totally natural to feel like what's the proper terminology for we thought our score could have been a little higher. Is that what you're supposed to say? Come on, how do you feel?
I mean, of course, we were a little upset because we did feel like it was a very good performance, but also the teams that did beat us, they also did deserve that place they got.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought you would say. But I think on a scale of 1 to 10, you could be like 1, moderately disappointed, slightly disappointed, to 10, enraged. And I think it depends on the competition, right? Like some competitions, you're like, oh man. How about this? Do you ever look at the judge and say, this judge always? Do you ever feel like that? Am I pushing all the buttons?
You might be a little bit.
Because here's the thing. There's a whole bunch of sports.
My tongue has bite marks.
It's not the only sport. You're not the only sport. Because cheer, diving, water, synchronized swimming has judges. All the ice dancing, all those sports, they're all judged. There's a lot of sports that are judged.
Yeah.
It's just a tough thing.
And we also have to think of it too, though, sometimes at our level, as a high school level, like there's still these conversations too, even at like a nationals level. Like a couple weeks ago was like the UDA nationals, and there's so much even for that. And people are like, oh, this team should have won. Oh, this team should have won. So it's across the board, unfortunately, in a sport like this that's, very subjective. That's just kind of how it is.
Yeah. I would struggle. And, of course, the IHSA does a good job to make sure that there's geographic representation in the judges, right?
Of course, absolutely.
Do they do that?
Sometimes. We don't see a whole lot of our judges when we get up to, like, state.
Do you get a printout? Do the judges give you feedback like, hey, you guys did great, but you're blah, blah, blah?
Yes. So after prelims, they'll give us a printout of the things that we need to work on. So like when we finish our prelims and we know that we've qualified for state the next day, we'll go to a studio that's in Bloomington and we'll work on those things. Well, we decompress first a little bit, and then we'll go work on those things at the studio before we head back to the hotel and get a good night's sleep. Carrie, anything else?
I would say the IHSA judging, like it's so hard too with dance because all of their critiques are typed. So like while they're watching a dance, they're also having to like timestamp and look down at their computer to like type out their critiques, where like other dance competitions
I'd be talking into my
are
phone.
all
That's what they're
that's
doing.
how they normally
of
are.
other
So
ones.
I think that at that level too, like in IHSA dance is still relatively new. So I think they're still like kind of figuring it out per se, even though like it has been at least 15 years, or 10
years.
10 years. Yeah. But I think that maybe sometimes that skews the scoring too, because they are missing, half your routine typing.
I will say that the second day of the performance, like the state finals performance, they're not putting in any scores, so they're actually looking at the dancers. No like critiques going on. They just do a flat score.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have gone down that rocky road of how do you feel about the judges and how do you feel about the scoring. I just think it's a big part of the sport.
Yeah,
and I think I wanted to give you some space to talk about it because I don't think people understand the emotional toughness that you have to take that, right?
Yeah.
What did they tell you had to get better at, by the way, after day number 1? They're like, you got to work on your blank.
Honestly, it wasn't a lot of big things. It was just some small timing issues and maybe like formation issues that we just we went back to watch the videos
And
to
you
look
agreed?
at.
You watch it, you're like, yeah.
Yes. There's sometimes that we've had like critiques. Usually it's earlier in the years and they'll give us critiques and we're like, Carrie and I will talk and we're like, we're not going to change that part of it.
Oh, so they want you to change your choreography.
So sometimes they will. Sometimes they'll offer suggestions. But we'll only take the suggestion if we feel like it's something that we would want to change anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the majority of discounts should come on a lack of execution of whatever choreography you go with. But I guess they could critique the difficulty of it, the technical difficulty of it.
Yes, they can.
So they wanted to. Okay. All right. I love it. All right, I've learned so much. Okay, let's talk about pregame. Let's talk about some of the fun questions. The kids like to know the kids like to ask each other fun questions, and I'm all about the nitty-gritty of the sport. Tell me something that people don't understand about competitive dance. The kids at your lunch table and they're like, "Oh, dance, blah blah blah." You're like, "No, here's what you don't understand." What don't they understand?
I feel like they don't understand all the hard work that we put in and really how hard it is. Because I feel like whenever people think of dance, they just think of like, oh, I can dance too. But like it's really, they don't understand all of the technique and self-discipline that goes into it.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand the commitment that we have to our sport and the amount of hours that we put in because they just don't like realize how much it really is.
I think you do as much physical training as any other sport. And a lot more than some of them. I think your full body fitness and the injuries. Have you had any injuries during your career?
Yes.
Ask Maddy about her injuries.
Okay, Maddy, tell me about your injuries.
When I was a freshman, I fell in a lift and broke my jaw.
A lift.
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine you guys doing a lot of lifting in dance. Like that's more of a cheer thing. But you do a lot of lifts, huh?
Yep,
Yeah.
and there's no mats, so hence the broken jaw.
So you hit the ground and broke your jaw.
Yeah. Her teeth went through right here, and then I busted my chin.
So now do you wear a helmet?
She doesn't do
I don't
any
do
lifts. Now she's the lifter, not the lifty.
Yeah.
I like the helmet. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this out there. Next year, the sprinkler.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, yeah.
one of my
We'll
favorites.
add that in
And
just for you.
The bargain shopper is a good one. And that's all I got. So
Perfect.
I think if you can somehow sneak those into the routine right before state, I could pretty much guarantee you victory.
Love it.
We'll keep that in mind.
Besides having girls who can come in and dance well, what's the key to having a strong program? What's it take?
You want to talk?
No, you got it.
I would say, the biggest thing is just that foundation in dance. We have really good studios in Highland and around Highland that our girls have gone to. And so, just building that foundation, all the girls, when they're little, they always want to wear that sparkle dress. And so, that's one of the things that they look forward to. I'm sure you two were the same way. They're like, I can't wait to wear that sparkle dress. So that's one of the biggest things, just that strong foundation that we have in dance. And we have really talented athletes in Highland.
Tell me again how many you had on the team this year?
We had 13 this year.
13. And how many girls did you have to cut girls?
We did not cut any girls this year.
Okay.
But now our middle school team has 19 on there. So that's part of it also.
Just talked to Mr. Herndon
Mm-hmm.
and booked them. They just won state, didn't they?
They did. So we actually have two different states. We have the IHSA state, and then 2 weeks later we do IDTA, which was just this last weekend, and they did a phenomenal job.
Middle school.
Middle school did, yes.
Okay. Well, that's important.
So
for
you'll
you.
be talking to them too.
Right. Now
Yes.
I booked them on the show in a couple weeks. So yeah.
Yes.
What's the deal? Why such great interest in dance? Like you said, is it the studios?
I think a lot of it is, yes.
And also little girls see the success of the girls in high school.
Yes.
So they think, I want to be part of that. So they get involved with it in middle school too.
Yep. And we do dance camps in the fall. So all the primary and elementary kids can come out to those, and they do a football game with us, and they just love it.
Did I ask you, is dance something that you're going to continue with beyond Highland High School?
Yes, I want to.
Do you know yet what you're going to do? Or are you still weighing your options?
I'm going to study nursing
Do you know where?
at SIUE.
Okay. And
Mhm.
and you do plan to try out for their dance team?
Not my freshman year.
Okay. Good for you.
Mhm.
And you're going to miss it. You're going to miss this. You're going to miss this girl next year, right?
I am going to miss
What
her.
are you going to miss about her?
I really love Haley's leadership. You know, she will always make sure that she's doing things 110%. And I really think that helped to lead our team. So I am going to miss that. Not to mention she did all of our Instagram posts for me, which was really nice because I always would forget.
Really? You like doing
Yeah.
social media?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're always looking for Rita. Sophia Jacoby does a fantastic job with ours, but she's going to Quincy. She's going to Quincy in a few months, so a good social media person is always in demand. You're going to be a senior next year.
Yeah.
You've already started thinking about next year, right?
Yeah.
What are your goals for next year?
I think to
finish higher than 8th?
yeah, that's always the goal.
How can you do it? How can this team next year be even better than the team this year?
I think that it all starts this summer with putting extra work in, putting work in on conditioning and technique and everything we can do this summer to strengthen ourselves before the season starts so that we're like even more prepared.
All right, ladies. Well, congratulations. Another fantastic year for you. Any shout outs before you get out of here? Are you a teacher at Highland?
I am not.
Okay. So you're just a dance guru that helps out with the...
Yep, dance
That's you.
obsessed.
Okay. Good for you. All right. Any shout outs? Any shout outs for you? Even though you're not a teacher at Highland, you can still shout out to people. Any shout outs before you get out of here?
Nope.
Well said. How about you?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, our team for putting in all the
There
hard
you
work.
go.
Yeah.
All my teammates. Good. All right. Anybody else? How about you, Erin Cotto?
I mean, I would definitely do a shout out for our team and for Coach Carrie because I'm actually going to be stepping down this year after this. So she's going to be taking over the program for me. So I'm very excited for her.
Well, congratulations
Thank
on a
you.
great career,
Thank you.
and congratulations on a new position. So that's going to be as of next fall.
Yep, next season.
Okay.
Well, probably start next month because she's already starting to look at tryout times and
Okay.
all that fun stuff
you're
in the
all done.
summer. I am. Yep.
Well, you're going to miss it. What are you going to miss the most?
I am going to miss it. Probably just my time that I spend with the girls, I think will be the thing that I'll miss the most. They're not really going to get rid of me completely though. Like I'll still be around, but I just won't be coaching.
All right, ladies. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
today. And thank you all for listening to the Metro Esports podcast presented by Little Caesars Pizza. Big thanks to guests Coach Matthews, Jace Wilkinson, Coach Skip Birdsong with his son Tyler Birdsong, Coach Carrie Eilerman, Haleigh Perry, Maddy Luitjohan, Erin Cotto, and for partners Cassins, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Keller Williams Marquee, The Blasting Game Group, Integrity Spine and Joint Center, Front Office, Fiduciary Network, Oak Brook Golf Club, Viviano Heating and Air Conditioning, Played Against Sports, Edwardsville, and Dazzling Decor and more. And for my teammates, Kevin Paulo, Luke Slemmer, and Sophia Jacoby, thank you for listening to the Metro Esports podcast, talking all things sports in the Metro East.